Lithium is really the metal of the moment. There's literally a global race to get going with the manufacture of electric vehicles, needs the raw material, and here in Cornwall we have significant lithium deposits. They could really help shore up a manufacturing industry for batteries and electric cars in the UK. Lithium deposits in Cornwall are significant, but the lithium is in a mica, and so the companies working here are pioneers in producing lithium from the mica mineral. And then the other way that we can get lithium in Cornwall is from deep underground brines. And again, the companies here are pioneering and looking all over the world for the right technologies to produce those in the best possible ways.
We've been operating here since 2018, when we drilled the first lithium exploration hole in the UK. Since then, we've developed our in-house technology, culminating in our world-class pilot plant. At the moment, we're in the middle of our pre-feasibility study, and alongside of that, we're also working with the Cornwall Council on our pre-planning application. Over the short term, we're in a phase of growing our team and developing our technology. On the longer term, we hope to enter production by about 2028, where we'll produce around 20,000 tonnes of lithium carbonate every year. That's about 350,000 vehicles.
We're in the process of building our demonstration scale plant, which will show that the low energy technology we're going to use to extract lithium from the hard rock that sits about 500 metres from here in the Trelava pit works. That will allow us to have the confidence then to attract that second phase of investment to go to full-scale development, which will produce just under 8,000 tonnes of lithium carbonate equivalent a year, which is about 10% of the projected UK demand. And we're also still exploration drilling county-wide for lithium from geothermal waters.
The first economically important thing about a new mine opening is the jobs that it will provide. Generally, I would say the mines in Cornwall are looking at 200 or 300 direct jobs. Outside of the mine, there's all the supply chain, all the expertise that goes around it. And so each 200 or 300 jobs will create 5, 6, 7, probably times more jobs in the local region.
A project like this is quite complex and needs a lot of things coming together to make it successful. We need engagement with the community, we need to get resources such as people. We're working with places like Exeter and the local council to build up those skills, put in scholarships. In terms of government support, that again is key. Recently they released the Critical Mineral Strategy, which sets out a pathway to put projects like this into production.
We've applied the United Nations Resource Management System to look at how the wider population will benefit. We need to make sure that the mining is done in an environmentally friendly way. We need to make sure it fits in with people and the community. And of course, once we've produced the metals, then we can start thinking about how are we really going to look after them. Reusing components, recycling things like tin, tungsten and lithium at the end of a product's lifetime. And we can lead that kind of agenda of looking after the metals that we produce in the future.
We try and maximise the sustainability of all of our operations. Trelava is a perfect example. Both the pit from which we'll extract the lithium ore and this facility in which we'll process it are former China clay sites. So this is genuine brownfield development that is using existing infrastructure to create that.
The UK automotive industry employs over 800,000 people. It's our biggest export, about £80 billion, and all of that's going to be converted to electric vehicles. And to do that, we need the raw ingredients, we need the lithium, and luckily we can do that in Cornwall.
Now we have a resource in lithium and tin and some of the other metals down here that are genuinely of strategic national importance. It's an unprecedented opportunity for Cornwall to take centre stage in the global economy and particularly the development of the UK economy.
Here in Cornwall, we have some 4,000 years of mining history, and that expertise is already here in Cornwall. It's never gone away, and it's ready to use in the region and ready to expand to help with projects all over the world.